everyone, it's Leela and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today we're opening a new Monster High Buried Secrets mystery doll. But is it really a mystery? Let's find out. Dun dun dun. Okay, so if that sounds like fun, stick around. If you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so here we have the Monster High Buried Secrets. Now this line, mixed feelings in general, but let's look at the packaging. This is a kind of a budget line for Monster High G3, done up in like a mystery package way. And they're a kind of a sleepover theme. So it's the 4 characters that you see here. They're in their pajamas. They have a little stuffed animal. Very simple. And these dolls, it's blind packaging. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in Europe, you can't have truly blind packaging toys. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that might be the way it is. So there, this cloud color, you see here it's blue, would really be like pink for Draculaura or golden for Cleo, purple or blue, and it would like let you know which one is in there. But here, that rule doesn't exist, so it is actually a blind package. The color of this little blue thing doesn't necessarily indicate which doll you're going to get. And again, this is a budget line. It's $15, which is the cheapest, I think, outside of sale prices. The cheapest retail price we've had for a Monster High G3. And they kind of aren't as articulated. But here's my hot tip. You can, when you're in the store, I didn't order these online. They're available on Amazon. You can order them if you don't mind which one you're going to get. But I waited until I could see them in store so that I could do the trick that I heard, which is don't destroy the packaging for a product you're not going to buy, everyone. Don't go into the store and like start ripping things open because you want to know which one it is. Like, let's be good citizens and not do that. But you can, if you sort of like squeeze and press, you can peek into that little gap. You see very, very, like a tiny amount in that gap. I think if I can get it on camera, you see? There's a little bit of blue in there. That means this is Frankie. So you can kind of just like squeeze the package. You don't have to destroy it or anything. So like, don't do that. Don't go in stores and start tearing things up. But that will show you, I believe, which one it is. And the plastic's like super loose, which is like kind of weird. Isn't that kind of weird? Is it just me? Is that weird? I don't know. Let's make sure, let's see if I'm right. Let's open it up and make sure that I am right and I wasn't guessing wrong. That would be really upsetting. Because again, I only want the Frankie because I collect the G3 Frankie dolls, all of them. So that cardboard comes off, and then there you go. As you unwrap it, you can see the little clues. So yeah, this is Frankie, all the Frankie symbols. So I'm glad there's like a sneaky workaround that doesn't involve destruction of property. But it's still something for us who only want one particular doll to be able to like have a way of knowing which one it is. So you open it up and there we go. Inside we have our Frankie. You can take that off. And then here we have them. It's Frankie. And the thing about this line is like, it's not as articulated, it's more budget and things like that. But the faces are the cutest. Look at this Frankie. They're so cute. And yeah, so inside the little coffin, it has all the decorations that are very Frankie-esque. So you can see them right here. And then they have one blind bag down here at the bottom. Actually, there's a couple blind bags. I think it's just their shoes and the stuffed animal. And here we have a close-up look at Frankie's face. Mine has a couple little scuffs on it, maybe from the packaging. I'm sure that'll be really easy to clean off after the fact, so I'm not too worried about it, not too fussed on those small scuffs. But I love, though, at least, you know, they took away some aspects that I'm not a fan of them taking away, articulation, things like that. Um, but that they give them a really, really cute little face up with little extra makeup and the stars, and that it's really precious. And they have these like yellow earrings that are drops of little gears. Or is that what they are? It's a screw. Um, and then the hair for these dolls, again, budget line means poly in the hair. But with that said, when it's a doll with straight hair, like Frankie, the poly is like not as bad. It's not as bad. Um, there's a little knot back here. Um, but yeah, you can definitely tell it's a lower quality hair, but in this little side up style. But you know what? I like Frankie with a bob. I'm into it. I'm into Frankie with the bob. I think that's really, really cute. We have so few dolls with kind of a shorter hair, so I think this was a good opportunity if they were looking to do something like that, to do it for this doll in particular. So that's some cute hair. And then we have their pajama dress with a kind of pink bow ribbon right here. And then it's just, again, just a very simple dress with a lace ribbon at the bottom that Velcro's all the way in the back. Because without the articulation of elbows, it's difficult to dress and undress a doll like this. So the outfit had to be very simple. But for some reason, I'm going to say I don't understand. We still have wrist articulation. I would rather sacrifice wrist articulation and keep elbow articulation. Right? Don't you guys think? Like, I would rather have elbow articulation so that I can move the arm. And again, there's articulation here, so you could swivel the arm and do different poses with the arms, and then like lose the wrist articulation if we're going to lose a piece of articulation. But for some reason, and again, the knees don't bend. It goes straight. And then we have the prosthetic leg, and I'm not sure like if intended or just a side effect of the way the doll was made, but this particular prosthetic leg for Frankie can be removed. And it also doesn't have any of the painted details of the drawings and things that Frankie normally has on the leg. So it's more plain. And then so the feet here. Let's open the surprise packages. This one is the Watsy that looks kind of like a Squishmallow. And the little wings are kind of rubbery. It has a little tag. Cute. I would rather them just like make this as a stuffed animal, right? What's that tail? Is that the correct kind of tail for Watsy? Am I crazy? It looks like a mouse, right? I don't know. So yeah, and it has the little thumb holder so that they can hold the stuffed animal. And here we have the other package for the shoes. Oh, there's, okay, so here we have shoes. Let's see. Oh, there's more accessories than just the shoes. Okay, I didn't realize. Shoes. There's a sleep mask. Sleep mask. A little tiny comb. And 2 hair barrettes. It looks, and they go like this. Boop. It looks like an iron. Am I crazy? Or does that look like an iron? The bottom of an iron? Or is it just the shape? I don't know. Those are unusual. And then here we have the shoes. The one unfortunate thing that's slightly disappointing for me is that in the promo photographs, the shoes for Frankie are asymmetrical. One is blue and one is pink. But in reality, they're both blue. I would have liked the little asymmetrical touch, to be honest. So there's the shoes whenever you put them on. Those are cute. They're a nice little slide. They have a lot of the details. It has little little onetsies. So the shoes are cute. And you can kind of get them on. Um, yeah, I mean, it certainly feels like a very budget, very, even more so than we have the other kind of more budget G3 dolls that kind of came out. I think they were around a $20 retail, and they had all the normal articulation, just slightly simpler outfits. Um, Whereas this one is losing quite a lot in the way of accessories and articulation and everything like that um, to create the extreme budget doll. It has some qualities that are certainly really cute and redeeming, but yeah. So let's find Frankie a stand and then we can talk about final thoughts. Okay, so located a stand for our Buried Secrets Frankie and tried to kind of set them up. But each doll too in this series, because they don't have the elbow articulation, their arms are like posed in different like configurations. This particular configuration for Frankie makes it a little bit difficult for them to hold the stuffed animal in a way that looks natural. This is the only way that you can really put it is on the right hand, their right hand, and then it kind of floats in the air next to the character. um, I don't know. That bothers me a little bit. Um, but other than that, so Buried Secrets as a line overall, thoughts, conflicted feelings. Like I don't know really what to think about it or like how to think about it. So like is there a demand for an even cheaper version of a Monster High doll, like an even more entry Monster High doll than the like core lines that are 25 and this being 15? I don't know. Like it doesn't, I don't know if there is a demand for that really. And then with adding the surprise element, uh, um, I understand the experimentation, like, and I appreciate the experimentation and like seeing what's going to work and finding a way to offer a doll at a lower price point for like more for families and children than for collectors like us, myself, other adult collectors. This particular doll is certainly not for us primarily. This is more like something you would get for a kid as like a gift or something like that. So I get that, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. And two, it's kind of a double-edged sword with Monster High in particular. They're putting out the $15 price point, but it's really often that Monster High G3 dolls go on discount. I've gotten like whole Skulltimate Secrets dolls for $15, and those come with full articulation and 2 outfits. But that's not the standard price of them, but it's like the discounted price that I've gotten many of my dolls in my collection on discount. So it's tough to feel like they're taking so much away and then you have that same price. So I don't know. It's a strange one. I thought, since it isn't that expensive and I was able to find one in person, I was like, I'm gonna pick it up, see what I think about it, take a look. It feels cheap. It certainly feels cheap. But there are also redeeming qualities in this doll. The face is really cute. I think you could easily put it onto just another Frankie doll body, and then you'd have the articulation back, and you'd have a cute doll on the face. I like the bob. I maybe am, unpopular opinion there, and that I like the bob. The hair, like fiber quality, not the greatest, but it doesn't look too bad whenever it's straight hair and in a bob. I think Polly starts to look really awful whenever it's curly. I think that's when it's really bad, really, really bad. But the dress is cute, slumber party themed line. It's okay. I won't be picking up any more of them. I just wanted this one as sort of an experiment and to see what I think of the line in general. And because I am a completionist Frankie collector, though that may be tested if they continue to put out Frankie dolls that I am not in love with. But, you know, for now, I was happy to kind of pick this one up just to see what I think about it and everything. So, yeah, here we have our Buried Secrets Frankie. You know, controversial. I don't know. I think polarizing is what I'd say about these dolls. Maybe I don't know that anyone who's in like love with them or anything, but you know, I hope it does well. Maybe not. Maybe they'll just continue to give us regular dolls, which would probably be preferable. But an interesting experiment, nevertheless. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of the Buried Secrets line? Is it a total waste of money? Did you pick one up like me just to see out of curiosity, morbid curiosity maybe, or do you really love them? I don't know. Like, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.